Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of The Spark. This is Coach David. Hope you're doing well on today, and I hope everything is moving in the right direction for you, that you are up and at 'em and getting after it on this fine Sunday. Listen, I'm so happy that you are spending time with me, whether you're watching this right now live or you're going to watch it, later on, maybe next week sometime. Maybe you'll catch me, because I have a lot of different sources that I put this out on. But nevertheless, I'm just happy and excited that you are here because today I'm going to talk to you about revalue yourself. And don't beat me down because I'm coming at you with it. And, I'm not going to beat anybody else down. I'm not going to tell them they're right, wrong, and different. I like to do this right here. I don't tell you what to think. I just like to share with you how you ought to be thinking in order to have the best in life. So I'm going to be reading out of the book of Numbers in the Bible in the Old Testament. And I'm in chapter 13 if you want to look at it. But otherwise, it'll be in verse 33. And it says, and there we saw the giants, the son of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so were we in their sight. Now, I'm talking about revaluing yourself. And the thing that I want to cue in on is, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. So let me give you a little bit of context to kind of set this up for you. Here, Moses sends out 12 spies to go out and look. Now, I don't know how much of the Bible you know, but I'll give you the piece I can in the time I have. Well, the children of Israel was God's chosen people, and they had been promised a land. It was called the promised land of Canaan. And so what happened, God told them everything that was going to be going on in this land, but he said it's a land that flows with milk and honey. He says, and so, in other words, this land is very fruitful. This land is, it gives you everything that you need. All right. So he said, go possess the land. He said, you're going to meet some obstacles, but go ahead and possess the land. Well, they get to the land and Moses says, hey, I'm going to send out spies to make sure this is the place. So he sends out 12 scouts, 12 spies to go out and look and see what it was all about. They go out and they come back, and 10 of them have a negative report and 2 of them have a positive report. And the 2 that had the positive report said, hey, let's go. Let's get this. We are well able to conquer and overcome it. And verse 33 is what the other 10 said, wait a minute. There's giants in that land. Okay. There's giants. And those giants, look, we're like grasshoppers to them, and they see us as grasshoppers. So here's what I want you to get from this. The only way to change what you receive in your life is to change your awareness of who you are. Because just like these people here, they had already been told that this was theirs. I share with you almost on a weekly basis that you can have, be, or do anything that you want to have, be, or do. Now, what most people do, their awareness of who they are says, nah, I can't do that. Okay, that's what they're aware. That's what they're aware of. That's what they're conscious of, is that no, I can't do that. Well, listen, your awareness, your consciousness of who you are is the only reality of your life. That's all you got. So if you want things differently, you got to start seeing yourself differently. And that's why I want to pull this particular little passage of scripture out to say, however you see yourself, that's exactly how you are. However you see the things and your situations and your circumstances, that's exactly how it is for you. Now, one person may face the exact same thing that another person is facing and deal with it completely and totally different. And you'll see one person be successful and another person struggle. That's because of the one person's awareness compared to the other person's awareness. You just like, you look at it from the situation of, let's just go with finances. I don't have enough. I don't make enough. I'll never make enough. And if you continue to see yourself as not enough person, you're always going to be in a situation of not having enough, because that's where your awareness is. That's where your focus is. And the truth of the matter, However you feel about your life and your situations and your circumstances, that's how it is for you. So I want you today to revalue yourself. Yep, that's what I want. That's my call to action to you. I want you to sit down and think about this. How do you see yourself? Because how you see yourself, to you, that's how everybody sees you. Now, I'm not telling you that there aren't people out there who may not like you. There may be people out there who don't help you and support you and all of that. But for every person that doesn't like you, for every person that doesn't support you, there are people out there that like you, that support you, that will go the distance for you. So I have a good friend who calls it the 50-50. And I'm telling you right now, you cannot allow your mind to get entangled and you see yourself a certain way, and because you're never going to get any better than that. You're never going to go any higher than that. So what you have to do is settle down, revalue yourself, begin to say to yourself, I am well able to conquer and overcome this. That's exactly what happened here. If you look in verse 30 of that same chapter 13, look what Caleb says. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. So now 10 people with a negative report, 2 people with a positive report, because there was another one who went with Caleb. That tells you that the majority is wrong or incorrect or negative the majority of the time. So you got to live for an audience of one. You and God are one. Okay. And if you and God are one, you got this. Listen to me. You got this. You have to understand right now that no matter what you face in life, no matter what you deal with in life, no matter what you go through in life, you are well able to conquer and overcome it, and you don't let anything stand in your way. You got to keep that positive mindset. You got to look at yourself differently, even if it means closing your eyes and seeing yourself in the state that you want to be in. And then that way you're moving to that state, you're staying in that state, and all of these outside circumstances and situations, shut yourself off from them and just, be who you want to be in your imagination, in your mind, and go there. And before you know it, if you'll stay there continually doing this on an ongoing basis, this is going to harden into fact. That is going to be your life. All right. So revalue yourself this week. Don't look at yourself the same way you looked at yourself last week. I want you to revalue yourself. I want you to say to yourself every day when you get up, I am well able to conquer and overcome it. And I got this. That's what I say to myself all the time. I got this. Me and God make a majority. God and I are one. I got this. I got this. And so awake right now. I want you to wake up to the reality of who you are and free yourself from this self-imposed prison. That's right. You did it to yourself, and that's the bad news. But the good news is you can undo it and you can be free. Well, I hope I helped you on today. I know I helped myself because that's what I needed to hear, even because all of us, I don't care who you are, all of us face certain challenges. But if you revalue yourself and recognize just who you are, oh my goodness, life will begin to change for you. All right, I'm going to get out of here on today. That's a big shot of inspiration to get you going and to get you moving. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor now. Share this with someone. People need to hear this. People need to be inspired. And listen, if you need anything from me, remember, I'm always here for you. You can ask a question and you can, hey, Coach David, how do you deal with this? How do I go through this? Coach David, how would you advise me on this? Now, listen, I can tell you right now, you have within you the very wisdom of God. You don't, quote unquote, need Coach David, but all of us sometimes need somebody just to encourage us along our way. And that's what I'm here for, to help you with that. So I'm going to get out of here. You have a great, great, great week. Revalue yourself. But remember this right here. Remember this. This goes right along with it. You are the architect of your life. And I, Coach David, believes in you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, my goodness.